I think we man trap for the double consume here. We'll Osril our old spear tip. And then, I don't, the Pellar's gonna be like 4 points. It'll boost, well, more than 4, because it'll boost some of these larvas. There's the Magic Compass. Could be Fukusha. Normally what they'd get. Fukusha on the Sigvald, but I don't know what he would trigger it with. Because not that Callus is dead. Banished, rather, so we can't bring that back. That's why we heat waved it. Curious what he wants here. Combi, that discards Osril. That's pretty good, but like he guarantees himself a loss then. We're not even going to bother playing a card here. So since Yrden's dead, another deck I want to try out here is going to be the Thrive Koshchey. So you can't get your whole row of larva reset anymore, so that's a pretty big deal for the deck. Now, as far as what the deck actually does, we're running a lot of consistency. So we have the Oniromancy and the Royal Decree to help us find what we want. Ideally, we use the Manor's Dark Secret round 1 and with a bunch of Bronze Thrive cards, really what we want to do. And you have the Sir Scratch-a-Lot. So with Sir Scratch-a-Lot, you can either make a copy of it with the Caranthier to have him triggering all your Thrive cards from the opponent's stuff, or you could just use him as for his ability, preferably behind the Cave Troll later on. It's up to you how you want to use him. There's a lot of flexibility in here, so let's take a look. We're running Tactical Advantage because it synergizes very well with the Cursed Damsel in particular, which we get off Manor's Dark Secret, and we're running 2 of it. Manor's Dark Secret, like I said, we usually want to go round 1, and then just use it to boost all of our stuff. We've got the Oniromancy for consistency. We've got the Old Spear Tip and the Old Spear Tip Asleep and Osril package. These provisions, you could do whatever you want. What is it, like 25? You have 25 provisions to put in what you want. This is an option I thought we'd try out. It does worse against people running Squirrel and such, but maybe you won't be seeing too many of those. Or it also doesn't do very well against Heat Wave, but we'll see what we run into here. Instead, I did consider running where is he? Iwaraquax. I consider running him and then pulling out the Spear Tip that way, because I think that's pretty fun. Because sometimes you get people with that, but not this time. We've played a lot of Iwaraquax lately, so we'll do the Old Spear Tip and Old Spear Tip Asleep instead. And we have the Heat Wave just for some tall removal. We don't have much removal, but there's certain cards we need to get rid of. In particular, you want to get rid of stuff like the Night Scenario, which we've seen well, at least I've seen a fair amount of not Nilfgaard, Northern Realms Knights. And that's a decent card to have. We also have the Koshchey. Just you can make this with Caranthier as well. You want Caranthier either the Sir Scratch-a-Lot or the Koshchey most of the time. It depends what you want to do. Like around, it depends what you want to do, really. I like doing it on the Koshchey a bit more than Sir Scratch-a-Lot, but Sir Scratch-a-Lot's not bad either. We have the Royal Decree for more consistency, the Cave Troll to Defender. This is usually for the Koshchey, especially if you have the Caranthier one. You can put the Caranthier one behind. This one's really weak. Or if you put the regular one behind him too. It's just whichever one you want to do it in. It's fine. You could play Witch's Sabbath. I don't really like Witch's Sabbath as a card. And I don't think it was super well in this deck just because stuff like Nekkar Warriors are 7s. So I don't think we really want to be playing it. But I'm just saying, if you want to make a deck with it, you could. Like the Spam Sir Scratch-a-Lot deck. That's not my favorite thing. But we have the Cave Troll here to protect our stuff. And if you want, it's less necessary than in those decks, is what I'm trying to say, right? Because you don't have the Arrakis Queen or anything. It's just you want to put it in front of your stuff where you can't get heat waved or whatever, or locked is probably the bigger thing. Anyway, we are running the Caranthier, like I said. It's mostly for the Koshchey and the Sir Scratch-a-Lot. Speaking of Sir Scratch-a-Lot, he's here. If you don't think the opponent can kill it, you can just have it be playing each turn a boost. But you can also let it sit there and trigger all your Thrive cards. That's especially good if you're playing like the Nekkars and Drowners in that round. Everyone will tend to Thrive those up. Then we have the Osril. Let's just consume the Old Spear Tip. Old Spear Tip Asleep, got the Old Spear Tip. If they lock it, we do have a Peller, but you can always just play Old Spear Tip too, but you probably want to purify this one. Then I'm running 2 Witch Apprentices just for more engines that are bronzes. I mean, you can get to this really quick in the shorter rounds, or if you have the scenario out to get this Sabbath triggering. And especially in a shorter round with the Koshcheys, you can trigger this pretty quickly. If you don't like this, you could run instead something that's taller. A Maxi's a 6, so it can Thrive your cards. That's not bad to have. Or you could just run taller cards or more removal, right? You could cut these down to a 4-pushing card, maybe a Kikimor Warrior, then throw in a Dregeria Vol to have that lock if you want one of your own. It's not a bad choice. We're going to be trying this one out. Just I think there's a lot of greedy decks, and we'll be greedy too. Put this in here. We got the Nekkar Warriors. It's what you're going to get off of your Dark Manor's Dark Secret, so that's pretty nice. And it does have that Thrive if your deploy doesn't trigger. Or if it doesn't trigger your Thrives, rather, it gets itself the Thrive. That's what I meant. We've got the Peller. One Squirrel. This, again, could be any 4-pushing card. Kikimor Warriors, nice for boosting your stuff up. You can run a Sports if you want to reset. It's up to you what you want to do with this one. And the 2 Cursed Damsels, they're just really good to have. They're like your main removal tool other than the Heat Wave. And you really want to open with one if you can, and then boost to tactical advantage when you need to remove something. It's really handy. And the 2 Mantrap, just a double Thrive is really good. If you don't have many Thrive triggers, you can use this to deploy melee, which is really nice for the double triggering. And the ranged one's not bad, depending on the setup, but usually you want to use the melee one if you've got your Thrive cards already out. And the 2 Drowners and the Nekkar, and that's the deck. Really just want to Thrive as many points as possible, and I kind of am curious to see how this does. Without Yrden was the big weakness here, so hopefully that's kind of gone, and we'll see if we can't get some wins now. Going up against the everyone's favorite Carapace, so probably Keltullis. We do have our Heat Wave, and we have a lot of consistency, so hopefully we can find a way to get to our Peller. We want one of those in our deck. I'm going to be actually really sad if we don't have a way to get to our Peller, because we do have the Punish here. We don't get it. That's also we want in our deck for Old Spirit Tip of Sleep. We do have the Peller. Alright, we have the potential Punish. We have Decree and Oneiromancy, so it's fairly likely we get stuff like this. No Manor, though. So I think we just open with good old Nekkar. Let's play some Bronze Thrive cards, see how that goes. I guess this would just see, like, Cave Troll Keltullis right away. Well, that gets us Old Spear Tip. Alright, I'm going 80% as soon as we banish the Keltullis he leaves. He didn't. Okay. Good for him. But what's his game plan now? That is my question. Let's just go with the Cursed Damsel. It's a really nice setup. Let's just kill this thing. Unless he uses a leader on it, which he probably will. We could have played another Nekkar, but I didn't want to. Because we play another Nekkar, he's just going to kill it. And then he's going to kill this one if we don't boost it. Do we have a use? So he's got Dominance now. It's a bit annoying. Do we have a use for our Peller? We could Cave Troll. I think we will Cave Troll here. He's playing Witch's Sabbath, so he can't really play unless he banishes all of our good stuff here. So it's not like we're losing it forever. Unless he Heat Waves it, like that. Let's just drop a Nekkar. I want to consume the Old Spear Tip, probably with Mantrap, so we get something to deny his dominance. And if he's gonna... we want to stop him pinging it right now, so he'll ping one of these Nekkars instead. There's the Erendite. What's the Erendite at? It's at 1. If we Mantrap... I think we Mantrap. We're still ahead. We could give this Thrive. I don't really want to play any of this stuff. Let's just play the Warrior, I guess. If his Erendite's a 1, so I'm not sure what else he's gonna do here. He doesn't need many points to continue, but a lot of his cards are like boost cards, right? So like +6 or whatever, or +5 in this case. So I think we just man trap. You get dominance, 4 thrive points, not bad. And he has to use his last leader to get dominance back, probably. Or he's gonna play like the Pact or something. Witch Apprentice. He's at the Sabbath. His Erendite's not getting any bigger. Do we let him win on even here? We've Heat Wave, so we have no use for Peller anymore. Unless he locks one of our cards. I think we'll just drop him down.
Living souls in your wake should ne'er deign to yet your sake.
He's gonna win on even. I think we get rid of Peller. It's fine. As long as we have Old Spirit Tip, he can't really Witch's Sabbath for a short round. I will let him have this. But I mean, he has no Keltullis, so that's like the scary part of his deck. He's have a bunch of these just boost cards, which aren't great value. And his Erendite's sitting at a 3. It'll be a 4 if he plays a card. Doesn't really answer much. We would like to get our Haunted Manor here. Osrill's a nice card to have. This will not great in a short round. I mean, we do have Caranthir or Koshchey. Probably don't need a Drowner this round then. Oh, there's the Manor. So we don't have a second trigger for the Manor other than Koshchey. There's the Xavier. So he's going to start banishing all of our stuff for the Witch's Sabbath. But his Witch's Sabbath isn't going to be good anyway. Or good either, I mean. He has to banish a lot of cards. Alright, we're going to be stuck with, like, Warrior. Oh, we have our Spirit Tip. That's right, we don't have it. Do we just play this? I mean, we can always just eat his Nithral with Osrill, too. I think we're going to end up doing that, but I think first we play the Manor's Darkseeker here. Force him out. Yeah, so we're going to eat the Nithral, and then do we even want to do that? Could just man trap first. I think we want to Osrill here. We'll play the Osrill. It's not great. But I want to use the ranged man trap ability, I think. If we're going to consume, I don't want to consume Damsel. So we want to use one of its abilities and not hit Damsel. Or consume Damsel. The consume denies some dominance on these, which is what we probably should do. So I think we will. And get rid of one of these. Our only trigger is the Koshchey. Really hoped he would leave this round, but he did not. There's the Erendite. So his Erendite's gone forever and he's Heat Waved. We can either go Caranthir Koshchey Leader or play the Koshchey to trigger this. Maybe go Caranthir Koshchey Leader. Like Caranthir, do this. Then we play the Leader. It's not great to use the Leader, but we can't really get rid of. Can't really afford to lose the Koshchey here. We're really hoping the Manor's Darkseeker would force him out, but it looks like it did not. Still, we can get Sir Scratch here. We have no Neuromancy and a Royal Decree, so there's a lot of consistency left in our deck. It's a shame we didn't get it yet. So we do have a lot of it. And this doesn't look like it. If we squirrel, just how bad is his... We get these two back, but not that. Is that worth doing? Probably not. This is a good one. Oh, it's not a good one. We don't have old Spear Tip. Okay, redraw here. We're not really going to be thriving our Koshchey unless we get the Sir Scratch. I think we just set up the Sir Scratch a lot. I find it very unlikely as a way to kill this. Let's go Sir Scratch every turn on Koshchey. Hope that's good. That's our plan. It's already Heat Waved. He might have a lock. But then he has to choose between Sir Scratch and the Koshchey. So I think we'll do this. Get another larva out. If he has a lock, he should put it on the Sir Scratch. It denies way more points. You know, Neuromancy? Which is Sabbath time. Oh, the Beast. Interesting. So let's do a Drowner. I don't think the Cursed Damsel is really going to do anything this game, so we'll just play the Drowner here. Move this. And we all know Sir Scratch Koshchey is really good, but we'll see here. I don't think he has a good Witch's Sabbath, which is his finisher. There's no, still no Keltullis, because we did banish that earlier. We can trigger the Thrive. If we play this here, we get a Thrive. If we play this first, we get a Thrive. It's the same points. All right, see what he's got. Just the spores. That'll be a GG. Wasn't too bad once we got rid of the Keltullis early. Ursine Ritual Self-Wound. Interesting. This has the potential to be a problem because of Sigvald Nut the Callous. We're going to have a Heat Wave for probably the Sigvald. We'll see though. Our hand is looking quite good actually. Yeah, this is a nice hand. Keep the Nekkar Warrior. Probably don't need two Drowners though. Coranthor's a nice draw. I think we'll go with this hand. We'll keep the Peller just in case there's a Defender. I think we just try to win this round with Haunted Manor. I keep pulling a Haunted Manor. It's the Manor's Dark Secret. We absolutely need round control here. So that's what we're doing this for. We're not playing this game without round control. If we don't have round control, he just sets up the Sigvald stuff. We need Peller on Defender and Heatwave on the Sigvald if he's running the Defender. So we kind of have to figure that out too. It's not the best to play Nekkar because it could die. So I think instead we'd probably play Drowner. Because there's a pretty good chance of us pinging off one of the Nekkars. But then we can't thrive the Nekkars. Well, the Nekkar will get boosted by the Manor, so it's fine. Oh, no, it won't, because it'll trigger the +2 now. But I don't want to lose one of the Nekkars. Get to thrive him right away next turn with the Warrior. This is looking pretty okay so far. I'm guessing he's going to let us have the round. Which is okay. Does mean all of his tempo cards, like the Coral, Burna type of stuff, if he's running it, he'll still have that. And we haven't determined if it's a Golden Nekkar version yet. Sometimes there's Sun Rituals Golden Nekkar. I'd like to figure that out. It's a priest. He's just playing bronzes. We'll go with the Nekkar here. I think we kill the priest. It's not the most efficient removal here, but getting rid of the priest is pretty good. He should pass. On the next card, right, when it goes down to 6. We'll play our other Nekkar warrior this round too. It gets a lot less value as the game was in. Okay, so it is Golden Nekkar. Good to know. Ooh, we hit the Morkvarg. Feels bad. Get the Roach. Okay, so it's just Golden Nekkar. He's going to try and pressure us then. That's probably good for us. It also means we have to worry about, don't have to worry about an Aaron Knight or anything. He's going to try and kill off this Morkvarg and get the revive value. If I had to guess. I think we'll try and hold Spear Tip asleep for the next round. I really don't mind this at all. So we'll just play another one of these. Could play a Cursed Damsel, but I wanted the tempo from this, right? Because it plays for 11, which is pretty big. Drakkar. It's not bad. There's no Melusian or anything. So I think we can just play... I think we can play Cursed Damsel then. I don't think we need it for anything else. Let's just play it. Get a Thrive because of this. +2. It's pretty good. Got the Man Trap. Can I just remove a 4 with the Damsel? It's not the best. There's the Burna. We'll see if we need to play the old Spear Tip asleep here. It only plays for 7. Then he would have to play a card for us to get the old Spear Tip out of our deck. But I really don't mind if he just passes because of it. Because we can still play out the hand, it's not bad. It's really nice to summon it off of Spear Tip for the Azrael. But he's definitely got a squirrel in here somewhere. Alright, we got 1 Skirmisher, and we lose a Peller. Interesting. Well, he's right, and he's not going to need that Peller. I think we play the old Spear Tip asleep here. It's not the most amazing value. If he just passes here, it doesn't trigger. But that's okay, because we get our round control, which is what we want. And we know he has no Igni. We know he has no Heatwave because of the Golden Nekkar. He also hasn't played his Siri yet. If he does play the Siri, we do have the Peller. That's why we're still holding it here. Six-point Peller because of our scenario. I do want to watch out for an Igni, though, because this ranged row is about to get a 8. When these all thrive, they'll all be 7s. Like, if it wasn't Golden Nekkar, we have to be careful with Igni with this kind of scenario. Even though they get nerfed, I still think Igni's pretty good. Yrden's gone, I'm pretty sure. Like, unplayable, but Igni wasn't Golden Nekkar. Okay, so this is his approach. That's fine. We can just play this old Spear Tip. Got our round control, which is what we wanted. And we'll see what we can do. We're going to do a 2-round pressure here. Like I said, we definitely have to stop him from getting all this stuff going. That being said, this hand is not amazing. It's actually just kind of bad. We really want the Koshchey in our hand instead of this. We don't want 2 of these guys. We don't have anything for Corianther. I think we just try to go short round. If we go like Caranthier, Koshchey, Cave Troll, Caranthier, Koshchey, Old Spear Tip asleep. Like to scratch for a round 3. That's really, really good. We can get insane value in short rounds without letting him have time to like deny our stuff. We don't have good opening cards or anything to play this round. We could play our Sir Scratch here, but we don't have Thrive options. We just don't have a great hand to play this round. We do have Peller, so we could go Purify, Banish to Sigvald. Olgierd Immortal he could use instead, though. Just drop the Witch Apprentice. We don't really have... It's not a good card to play here, but we want to hold on to this for Ciri and this. So hopefully he plays this Ciri thinking we're going to pass. We can Peller it. We can keep our Heat Wave. And then we just want to have the Caranthier saved for the next round. We could play Old Spear... We can also play Old Spear Tip here so we can Ozrael it next round. Considering that too. And Gaith Sword. I think we drop our Old Spear Tip. We want to have that for the Ozrael. Just playing it slow. We really just don't have good options here. This is worth 6, so we'd have to play a 6-point card. He's going to have that for sure. It's going to be Ciri. Would have liked to get it where he couldn't just Ciri it for the round, but I think we have to keep this hand. Actually, Ciri doesn't get the Vitality, so that doesn't work. I made that up. It's only a 12 on Ciri. That's right, because she's Veil. So we can't actually Ciri for the round. Okay, we're good. That's really nice then. Why not just use Vial on this? If you Vial this, it's 13. He gets 2 ticks of Vitality. I have no idea why he just did that, but he wastes his entire leader charge. So I'm happy with it. Alright, because it gets +4, then the Vitality ticks twice. That's 6. Sigvald's a 7. Yeah, that's 13 points. Very strange. Very, very strange. Okay, we still need Peller to get rid of a potential defender, so we don't lose to a Nekkar. We could also Drowner it out of the row, but I prefer the Purify, I think. Missing anything? We're missing Sir Scratch or Oniromancy. Huh. Unfortunately, we didn't get that. But we still have Defender, Caranthier, Koshchey. So we're at 8 cards. This is Adrenaline 4, so we need to play one more card in between there. Probably just Cave Troll first. Cave Troll, Caranthier, Koshchey, and we'll at some point we'll throw the Cursed Damsel down. Or we'll Purify his guy off. And then we'll see if he plays Nekkar. He might get Pellered. It's really nice he wasted his whole leader, though. I'm very glad for that. I'm debating if we can get away with playing the Koshchey in a different row. Like we play 1 melee, 1 ranged. Otherwise, we're going to fill up that row super quick with units. I think we'll play the Caranthier one behind Cave Troll. Then we play the other one and play it ranged, and then drop the leader. Because I think otherwise we'll fill up the melee row too quick. Here comes the Sigvald. Oh, no Sigvald. Okay, this isn't going great for this guy. Definitely want to get out Cursed Damsel. We don't need anything else. Give us removal. On something, at least. So, he can't Magic Compass until he plays Coral. So, we're safe from a Fuchsia on the Sigvald for now. Okay, never mind, we're not safe. He's going to do that. If he doesn't hit... If he hits the Cave Troll, we can kill the Priest, because he didn't... Because this is the unit to the right. He doesn't have a unit to the right. So it's only a 3. Alright, we can kill that. If we thrive. Can we thrive this? And would we want to? So next turn... Right now we have Adrenaline 5. This would be Adrenaline 4. So this is the turn we go with the Caranthier. Keep in mind we could also consume his Sigvald here. If he's going to Fuchsia it, which I think he might. I think I'd rather go for our setup instead. It was an option. If he doesn't bring it back soon, I think we will. Okay, there's not the Callus. So the Sigvald's probably coming back soon. He can't use this yet for the refresh. That's fine. So now we go drop this. Drop the leader. Get our points thriving. He's gonna get his Nut the Callus to have the reset this turn. We can, if he revives the Sigvald, then there's the Hengate Sword that gives him the Witch Apprentice.
A witch's best friend is a pig. No.
So now he has the removal. I think we just Heat Wave to stop him from having removal. I think we just do that. We can purify some of the bleeding off Sigvald because he's going to wait till his last turn to click it, so we can just Pellar that. And we can probably... You can also Ozrel with the Sigvald here if he doesn't revive it this turn. With the Fuchsia. Although, what other... He has like maybe a Mardrome, maybe Bride of the Sea. Bride of the Sea would be really good. That's what, a 13, even if it's just on Olgierd Immortal. Okay, he still has his Ciri. Do we get rid of Sigvald? I don't know if he can do anything with the Sigvald, if we're being honest. I don't think he can bring it back. Well, if he does bring it back, he'll have like one card to trigger it with. So we have to bring it back this turn. If it's like a Mardrome on Sigvald, it's not that good anyway. Just one Mardrome. So I think we Mantrap for the double consume here. We'll Ozrel our old Spear Tip. And then, the Pellar's gonna be like 4 points. It'll boost, well, more than 4, because it'll boost some of these larvas. There's the Magic Compass. Could be Fuchsia. Normally what they'd get. Fuchsia on the Sigvald, but I don't know what he would trigger it with. Because Not the Callus is dead. Banished, rather, so we can't bring that back. That's why we Heat Waved it. Curious what he wants here. Combi. That discards Ozrel. That's pretty good, but like he guarantees himself a loss then. We're not even going to bother playing a card here. GG. Alright, we're going up against probably a mid-range. Like mid-range Syndicate here. It might be Poisons. Poisons would be really annoying. I did make a quick change here. We'll see in a minute. Not a change to the deck. We want those back in there, speaking of the deck. Purify's prop might be handy here. The rest of this is fine. I'm not sure about the Witch Apprentice. We're trying that one out still. We do have the Koshchey in our hand. We have access to stuff. I like Old Spear Tip Asleep. If he's playing attacks like their Drowner is really good. I think I'll put this back. I want Asleep. Not you. Like I was saying though, we finally equipped the Yennefer, the Premium 160 Journey here. The purple outfit here. I had the wrong... I had Trish on it for the longest time for no reason by accident. Like the Trish Journey equipped. You can pick the journey. I thought I was on the Yennefer journey and I wasn't. So now finally got to finish that one. The other one's way ahead. Finally. Now we'll see what he's playing. My guess is it's going to be like a poison mid-range deck to punish the tall decks. We spread our points out like a decent amount at least. We'll see. Question is, do we want to play our Haunted? Nope. The Cursed. The Manor's Dark Secret. Man, I can't say that thing's name. Do we want to use it this round or not? It's really the question. I'd rather not, but if we don't play it now, we're going to run out of Thrive cards. I think it's worth playing now. Just to secure this round.
These are just scissors.
We have a lot of bronzes, so in order to win the round, we're going to have to use this. But it gives our bronzes a lot of value in case he just passes or something. Should be fine. He might try and contend with the round. Okay, what do we got here? See if he's playing King of Beggars or not real quick. It's always nice information. They usually are, but it's good information to have. Yeah, he does. I think it is going to be worth killing off this Disciple. So we'll do that real quick here. And then we will play out our Drowner. Just in case there's a Collusion or Little Bird or something. It's always good to get rid of a category. If he has a Freak Show, he's going to play it now for sure, though. It kills like 3 engines. 2 engines and he's leader to kill a 3rd. There's the Ghoul. I think we just play the second Cursed Damsel. Well, the first one from our actual deck. And that should give us round 1. It's really nice that the Manor's Dark Secret plays with the one from your deck. It's like a free thinning, which is nice to have. Yeah, we knew he was going to do that. So we can pressure here potentially with the Koshchey. We'll see. I'm hesitant to go for all in round 3, just because of how good stuff like Junior can be against Larvos and Koshchey. Like, you can just tribute with Moriels to kill the defender, and then you can just hit the Koshchey with Junior. So I don't want to... I'd like to get rid of some of his stuff before that happens. We also need our Old Spear Tip Asleep. Didn't get him. I think we'll play it with our Oneiromancy. I think we will Cave Troll this round, because he's playing Moriels, we want to get rid of it. This could also be Golden Nekkar still. It's pretty common. In which case he still Moriels this. Oh no, because he had King of Beggars, right? Yeah, he had King of Beggars, so it's not. This could be a Collusion deck. At this point, if I had to guess, I'd guess it's Collusion. This is the highest power enemy. I don't think we want to go for our Caranther quite yet. So, just play a Drowner. Old Spirit Trip Asleep. Do we Old Spirit Trip Asleep or do we... I'd like to play Old Spirit Trip Asleep. I can't talk. Old Spirit Tip Asleep. I think we'll play him next turn. Alright, what's he going to go for? Is he going for the Moriels? No, he's only got 3. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Obviously, we're not going to purify that. We're going to go for our Old Spirit Tip to Sleep. With our own Ironmancy here. He could damage this with the Bare Knuckle Brawler here. We'll see if he does. It would probably be a good play for him to do so. But then he's losing his coins. There's the little bird. Yeah, so it's a Collusion deck. We're correct about that. What category is this? Tide Cloak. We can purify that category off. I think we will purify that off. And we also play our Peller ranged. So we're going to be spawning a few tokens here. We want them to have space. So we probably Bare Knuckle Brawlers. Oh, he doesn't have coins anymore. So there's the Junior. Interesting. A lot of coins now. Lot of coins. So with Junior, like I said, Junior's the scary card here because it messes with everything. So is the Tunnel Drill combo. Let's pass. We just have to set up the Koshcheys quickly. We can't do anything with them while Junior's out just because the fee kills all the tokens. Not looking great, honestly, here. Okay, this is probably the best hand we're going to get. It's just what can we do with it? Because you might be able to make a Bare Knuckle Brawler again and then kill our Sir Scratch. But we also don't have another good card to play yet. So that's not ideal. I think we just go for it. Without being, we couldn't get rid of the Tunnel Drill, which is really a big problem. We were really hoping he'd play this Junior round 1, but he didn't. He's going to look for the 4 random damage, or the random damage. He's going to look for the, what is it? The one that creates a 4 provision fee card. Then he's going to look for the Dwarf, so it's pretty unlikely he gets that combination. So here we are. He has 1, 2, 3 gangs. So that's pretty good for him. No Tide Cloaks, no coin generation, but he could just blow us up with all of his. With the Tunnel Drill combo, we don't have any way to stop the Tunnel Drill combo. No way at all. I think we'll play our Osro. We don't have a good play here. Let's consume with the Azrael. We have like a turn next turn too. That's also not great. So we have to kill the tunnel drill with the heat wave. So we kind of have to hope he goes quickly into the tunnel drill so we have time to banish it. No, he's not going to. I also want to generate some coins with the collusion. We need to heat wave the tunnel drill because he might have another crime in hand. And this is for the Caranthier. Can't play this. Can't play this yet. Actually, we could play one of these. One of these is for Caranthier. The other one's for whatever. Let's just get out a Nekkar here. For some reason, I thought we only had one tutor in our hand, but we have two. One's definitely for Caranthier. Hopefully he plays the tunnel drill here. But I'm not sure we have the short round left to deal with it. Kind of hoping he goes tunnel drill because he wants to kill these Nekkars, and then we can just heat wave. But I don't think we can recover from the combo.
Out of the kettle, into the cauldron.
So this is the turn we Caranthier for sure. But is it the turn we leader? We could Sir Scratch and leader, but then we lose the Sir Scratch. Because right now we lose the Koshchey and these three. But if we thrive them again, it gets very, very inefficient for him. I think I'll just click everything. Let's him kill this. I think we need the engine development. Because this sets up these guys. And I want at least some of the engines to live. Because he's definitely going to tunnel drill us here. We're going to go down to like 20 points or less. Maybe not down to 27. We might just lose everything. But I think we need to go for the setup here. If we keep just sitting here not doing anything, eventually we'll just we won't have any points. He's gonna steal Sir Scratch. That feels really bad. But it also means we don't lose any of our cards this turn, which feels good. Let's go with the Man Trap. We could develop the other Koshchey, but I want to get some more thrives going here. This double thrive will get us a lot of points very quickly, and it'll set up even more engines. 7 thrives everything twice, so yeah, we'll do this. This tunnel drill is still going to be pretty brutal. Since he's running the pulling the strings, he definitely has another crime in his hand, I think. So this is going to be the Sigi here. It also pulls out King of Beggars, and he has all 5 gangs. So this is a free tribute, and we're going to lose a whole bunch of stuff.
Time to settle things.
Let's see just how bad it is.
Yes, you. Have you made your offering?
We lose that. He uses all of his leaders here. He doesn't have another crime, which would be good. I don't think it's another crime then. Maybe we just heat wave the Sea Jackal. There's 8 points more, right? So we'll drop this Koshchey. Hopefully that one lives. If he does have another crime, it's gonna have to be a point generating one too, right? A coin generating one, I mean. He might. He'd played several so far. He probably still has more eels, right? I don't know, he's playing Professor, maybe not. Let's see what this is. You got 5 coins somewhere. I wasn't looking. What happened? Oh, he fisted us. Unfortunate. We're gonna lose.
Salamandra has no fear of fire.
Yeah, well, this is GG. I guess we shouldn't have clicked the Sir Scratchula because he stole it, but oh well. There's the more eels.
Love to beg for mercy. Not that it helps.
Enslave. Really a bad matchup here.
There'll be nothing.
We don't want to be going up against Tactics Enslave. They've got too much control, and then they can just seize our Koshchey and stuff. It's Seize 5. This is the standard deck then. I've seen this deck quite a bit last patch. Let's go... We'll have the mana round 1. Probably play the Drowners in this. Yeah, so we still Haunted Manor first. The Manor's Dark Secret. That's what his name is. I'm going to try and remember at least one of these games. Speaking of remembering, I never remember to say to like and subscribe to the videos. If you guys like the channel, if you like these videos, like the decks, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more. I always forget to say it. Lose that to Assassination, that's fine. I mean, it's not great, but it's fine. Probably don't keep 2 Assassinations in your opening hand. Just saying. We don't want to go too tall in case of like Invocation or something. Okay, that's fine. So we will go with our Drowner here. Do that movement. Like this. Let's move this to 12, and we'll get rid of this just because we don't want to be tall. We have very skillfully played in such a way that we cannot use our Witch Apprentice yet, by the way. Love doing that.
They're surprisingly keen creatures. It happens.
Alright, so we would need to do... We'll play this range, gives 2 thrives, and then it gets boosted by 2 because of our thing, so it won't work. Just double trigger our thrives here. Well, we either Heatwave the Master of Puppets or we pass. So I guess we're passing. It's too good. Now he has his full setup exactly how he wants it. This is not going well. I guess no matter what we did, if he has the Master of Puppets, we're in big trouble, because he can just lock it. I guess he created that off of Rune Mage. So I guess he's probably not running it then. But still, that's pretty bad for us that he got that. No matter what we did that round, if he just seizes one of our big bronzes, we lose. Nekkar is actually not a bad card to have here. Because if he has removals, he can't remove them both, probably. If he's playing Obsidian Mirror, I'm going to be very, very annoyed. Try and get the Old Spirit of Sleep going, too. He can't seize a 6. Man, I'm actually really annoyed that he's not running this. He just got it off of the Dasburg Runestone. Never just play these. Now we got the spotters. We might have to Sir Scratch here. We might also Oniromancy Caranthir Sir Scratch. That wouldn't be bad. I think the Caranthir Sir Scratch is how we're going to do this one. Unless our units start dying. Let's go for the Caranthir Sir Scratch. Would have liked to go for Old Spear Tip. We can use him round 3 potentially. And Osrill's bad though. But he has locks and such. Let's do the Caranthir. This guy doesn't have immunity, remember, but he needs to actually play a removal card on it. Because it's deploy gain immunity. Or because this is a base copy, I mean. So it doesn't get the immunity. He probably has a way to remove it. Shupe stay off. Yep, this is what the deck is. 3 random enemies by 3. It's pretty good. I guess we just play a Cave Troll. He has really good bronze value on these, but now we can just protect the Master Puppets. Oh, never mind. He has the Glorious Hunt tactic. Should use this then, we get a chance. Could also play our Koshchey, but I think we lose if we do that. We'll just play our other Sir Scratch a lot. Got the Redea now. I think we're going to have to use Koshchey here. He can't use this anymore if he takes it. So we'll play Koshchey. Trigger both of our Sir Scratches. Then seize this. now we're ahead. And this is pretty decent. The double thrive on man trap's really going to help out. And really we're just going to try and save our leader for a point slam round 3. And then since we have heat wave for tall removal, we get 4 more points on the Sir Scratch's next turn. So I think he's going to have to pass here. We could have played this round better for sure. We should have cave trolled before the Sir Scratch, but I guess it would have wild hunted. It didn't make a difference in the end. Glorious hunted, rather. And now we're just going to try and play point slam stuff so we can't enslave it, like big cards. He does have carryover, though. Old Spear Tip asleep. We have yet to play our old Spear Tip. This is probably not a card we want to play. Or is that? Of course, this isn't great either. You know, that, why am I surprised here? We drew the old Spear Tip. Alright, let's just play this. This is not a great hand, if we're going to be honest here. It's got an invocation that, little as you know, we actually still have old Spear Tip in our hand, so that doesn't mean anything. So now we have Heat Wave, this, this, and this. He still's Enslave. Invocation was the last card he had from his Yonkelwait then. Which means he shouldn't have... Oh, maybe he's got Nausicaa Sergeants left. Probably has Nausicaa Sergeants left. Our biggest consume is an 8 with Osrel. A 9 on this. We don't have any thrives, so we shouldn't play this for 3. Not going to do any good for us later on. If he has like removal or seize or something, I'd rather him take this than like hit Osrel down to 6. Yeah, there's Nausicaa Sergeant. Just gonna heat wave it. No slave driver for you. Hopefully he's got a slave driver, otherwise that is still decent removal. It also denies 2 points on the Mushy Truffle. So he's gonna seize this. Vilgefort's no target, you'll have to see it. I mean, we still have Point Slam and Force of Nature. Vilgefort's is good that it's good he used his Vilgeforce. We have really big Point Slam left. He has Invocation, so he shouldn't have a way to kill this, and if he does, we can Osrel it. Let's see what his last card is. It is a Heat Wave. Doesn't matter. Drop our 9 from our leader. You can always just Point Slam the this guy too. We'll consume this for the win. GG. So that's the deck, guys. I don't think we played it perfectly. That last game, I think it was. It's not ideal, but did manage to win. Overall, it's pretty good. I say that about all these decks, don't I? Well, I think it's pretty good, so that's why I said about all of them. Or almost all. Really don't like the matchup with Enslave Tactics. They have so much removal, it just really messes with everything. But against decks without that much removal, you can really get good value here. And the the Manor Stark Secret is a fantastic going second card with your bronzes, really good value. Although with Yurden gone, a lot more people are running Heat Wave, so you can't always count on it, which is why I kind of prefer using it round 1. The round 2 is if you're counting on something and it gets answered, you'd rather have answered early than later. So that's interesting. Keep in mind. As far as the rest of the deck, the bronzes did pretty well except the Witch Apprentice, which we are taking out. It turns out it did not fit super well in our deck. I think we want to go with a pretty standard route here. We'll just throw in Daregaray of Vol and throw in a Kikimor Worker or one of the other bronzes with like a good value, like Elder Bear or something. But yeah, we'll throw in one of those. Honestly, I think I prefer... Could also be a squirrel. Could also be a second Peller. Like this last 4 provision card can kind of just be anything you want. For now, we'll throw in the second squirrel. Actually, for now we'll just throw... Yeah, for now we'll just throw in this guy, Geeky More Worker. So I think we'll do this instead of those guys. Actually, we have the squirrel already. So I think we'll do that. And then Old Spear Tip, Asleep, Old Spear Tip combo. It's up to you. I think we'll take out this as well. It did okay, but I think we'll change it around. Maybe for She Who Knows and the Iwara Quacks. Just because this is a really good setup. Oh, I think we have to change the bronzes. We have to change a lot of stuff. I think I want to try the version with the She Who Knows and Iwara Quacks. You can also be Old Spear Tip and Iwara Quacks. Up to you there. But if you're going to do the She Who Knows version, you need 2 more provisions. So we dropped the direct rate of 4 provision card. But overall, let's revert the deck so I don't share the wrong deck code. But yeah, overall, I think I want to change out the Witch Apprentices, and I want to change out the Osriel Old Spear Tip stuff. Just seems like too many people have answers to it right now. And Heatwave being very big doesn't seem like it's doing great. But overall, I do like the deck. I think the core of the deck is the Koshchey and Thrive, and with less Yurdens, that works much better. So overall, I do like the deck. I think it's pretty good. But unlike usual, there's more changes I'd like to make to this one than I typically do at the end of these. But at least you have some idea of the options here. Worth noting, by the way, Intriga Larva at 6 provisions. You could run it in the deck as a Thrive card. I just find it very expensive. Like, it's kind of hard to fit in with the 6 provisions. But if you're taking out Old Spear Tip Asleep and such, maybe you can find space for the larvas. Instead of Witch Apprentice, maybe like you put a larva in, and maybe you take out the... you know what I'm saying? Like, there's room to play with this. It's just kind of hard for me to fit in, although it does work pretty well in the deck. Anyway, guys, that's it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll be back with another deck pretty soon. That'll be it for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more. And you can check out some more videos over here. And thanks for watching.